Welcome to the Freedive Cafe, episode 140 with Ali Okab. Hey folks, how's it going? So a little quick video introduction today for the video version of this podcast. I am reporting from Chiang Mai. I just got here a couple of days ago. I have this amazing tropical style room. I'm absolutely loving it. Really nice vibe from the place so far, and really nice vibe about this interview. This is the latest in a full video interview for the Freedive Cafe podcast. I recorded this one when I was in Dahab in the summertime last year. This is Ali. Anyone who's ever spent any amount of time freediving in Dahab knows Ali, the face of Aqua Marina, which is the restaurant that he runs with Mohammed, one of the most famous locations in the freediving world. This is one of the most important men in the freediving world. I really enjoyed having this conversation with Ali, and I also really enjoyed the opportunity to put a lot of nice video clips from around the restaurant, from around the blue hole, some clips from the water as well. So this is one of the nicest little projects that I've worked on. I hope that, once I get to Dahab, I'm going to be doing a lot more of this kind of video interview, and also other kinds of video with the footage laid over the top. So if you like that, then let me know. Please comment on this video. Please contribute to increasing the reach and awareness. I am in Chiang Mai now for 2 months. I'm going to be doing Thai massage first. Chiang Mai for 6 weeks, learning Thai massage, and then down to Koh Yao Noi to do a Muay Thai camp. That's going to be kind of like my serious base training stage, done for the year before I arrive in Dahab in March. So I'm going to be dropping in Dahab in March, mid-March. Course is running from April. If you're interested, get in touch. I really hope you like this interview with Ali, and let me know what you think, and I'll talk to you again very soon. Dive safe. Okay, so Ali, let's just get started. Let's just roll into it, as I like to do. So for you guys who are watching, we're sitting here with one of the most important men in the freediving world. Maybe you don't know it yet, but it's a fact. What's your name?
My name is Ali.
Ali? And your second name is Okab?
Oh, my family name is called Okab, but my second name is called Rekab. It means Ali, Rekab, Ali Okab.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Well, Ali, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too,
and thank you so much for sitting down with me and having a little bit of a chat.
Come on, it was my pleasure.
For the listeners of the podcasts. This was not my plan originally. I came to Dahab obviously to freedive and to train, and of course I knew that we would be coming to Aqua Marina, because Aqua Marina is the only place that you come really when you come here, and I didn't know what to expect. And it's clear that after a few months here, for me this is my favorite place in Dahab. I love the look and the feel, but also the atmosphere that you create here. So thank you very much, because this is something that you do to create the atmosphere for all of us that makes us feel comfortable.
It was my pleasure, but it's not only me what I'm doing this. It's all of us who are doing this kind of atmosphere. Without you or without the freediver, the place it will be not the same like it is now. And we will not going to have the same feeling as you have now. It means me, my crew, you, all the freediver, they create this. Actually, it's called home of a freediver. And that's what I love in it. And I actually love to do something for this kind of people, which I love what they are doing outside the water and under the water.
Yeah, this is it really is a home for freedivers, and probably is the home for freedivers in the world. It's this location and this amazing, of course there will be pictures at this point, but it's amazing natural phenomenon that is the blue hole. We're right here
and there's no better place to make a home for freedivers. But it's a little bit of a hard place to keep a restaurant, right? Because this is not like we're actually quite far away from the town.
That's
And
true.
here is just mountains surrounding us and no water. So it must be a little bit of a challenge to run a restaurant here. Also a restaurant that is doing food and good quality food to do it like this.
Yeah, but with you guys, as I got from you, what you give me idea how to handle this. Like for example, I saw the freediver from the beginning when they tried or when they ordered the food, they wanted to have a healthy food. And for me, I was doing the normal food for the Egyptian and some stuff like this, which is more oily or more with the fat stuff, and But I learned from the freediver a lot. I learned how to serve the food and how to make the quality better and better for the freedive. Actually, I figure out what they like to do and I try to follow their wishes. And because here it's a little bit hard, even from the freediver as well, I get like long time ago the information about solar binner and energy from the wind. That's how we create our electric here. I saw all the freediver with their own equipment, how they wanted to save it for a long time, how they wanted to wash it after they go out of the water. That's why we create a place here with a big tank and to get the water for them that they could clean their stuff. It means it's like, for me, as I said before, it's a family. I learn from you a lot and I get an idea from you, and I saw what the freediver they need and we try to make it true. Like to watch their equipment or to get him more space for their equipment or to create a bomb to feel the boy with air or some stuff like this. And actually I didn't create this, all of us will create it. It means I get an idea from you, from somebody else here, and we try to do something for all of you.
You're too humble, Ali.
What does it mean?
It means
humble?
that you don't accept compliments so easily. That's a very good quality.
It is not about compliment or I accept it or not. Before COVID-19, I was feeling something. After COVID-19, it's something else. In this time, I recognize what does it mean freedive, what does it mean family of freediving. The only people which they try to support me in this time, and after the COVID-19 it was only the freediver. Even when I moved from my old place to here and I try to make it again home for the freedive, all of them they support me, all of them they try to grow up with the place or to make the place grown up. As I saw what all the freedive have done for me, it mean I don't know how to call it in English, but still until the end of my life that I will love to do for this kind of people what I can do. And like at least to say something which is true about them, it's not only me, it's all of us. Actually freediver, that it was one of my hobby to do this kind of sport. And actually when I learned how to swim in my village, we was doing this. We was going under the water to catch a fish and stuff like this. And and if when I come to here and I see how it is, in the beginning, okay, something else, but after I try freediving, it's different life under the water. And actually how you support each other, it's something amazing. It's like, come on, it's like family, brother or brother and sister. They save each other under the water. They see a different thing. They see the life under the water, and actually when I've been in it, I feel that I'm a part of this life under the water. Yeah, freediving, it's something.
Yeah, I think you touch upon a very important point there about this amazing community and family that we have in the freediving world. And yeah, like what you said about them supporting you through the COVID times, it's a very important point, because
But that's true, like
we need a place to come, and the fact that this place was still here for us during that difficult time is amazing. But let's go back to the beginning a little bit and get a little bit of the history, because a lot of people will be interested in that. So this is the second location. We're now at the south side of the beach, and the old place is up there right across from the Blue Hole. So how did you get started? Like, where do you come from actually?
Actually, I born in Alexandria, and my family live in the middle of Delta. And I was working in the beginning, really beginning, as a taxi driver, and I was working with my father because he's driving for big truck. My life, it was absolutely different, and I was coming here as you. I was come for holiday to see some of my friends. And then I saw the city. I love to live in the nature. I love this place so much because my biggest wish is like to drive in the desert. Then I get the chance to work here for 1 month. Then I was like, my whole dream to have a Jeep, to drive a Jeep. And it was a big chance for me to work in travel agency, which they have like 2 Jeep, and I was good driver in the desert, as they say. And I love this kind of life. And then I buy my own Jeep, and then I rent a restaurant in the beginning of the Blue Hole. Before I was working with the people from Sharm, and I saw the first time in my life, some people, they are shouting in the water, and you know, like they are really happy, and they scream, and you know. And I was asking who did, and they say that it's some lady. Her name is Lotta Maria Charlotta Ericson. And yeah, and then also one lady was with her. It's what's her name? Linda Baganelli. They've been, you know, like that the first people they start the freedive in Dahab. And I was asking what's freediving. They say that they go under the water really deep without oxygen, without stuff like this. For what? You know, like it's no sense for this. And they make a competition and stuff like this, and in my eye it was like a little bit strange. And then like they've been sitting in a place next to me, and I was really having a lot of people from Sharm. My business, it was successful and stuff like this. And then it is some situation in 2003, like it being less tourist, and I saw still that this kind of people they still here.
Was this the time when the bombing happened?
No, the first bomb it happened in 2005. But it was 2003. It was actually in Dahab here. It was January, February, March. It was low season. But I saw that freediver, they still here. It's not the same like the different tourists. They are, you know, coming in a special time of the years, and then they go back, and they then few months it been quiet and stuff like this. And it was like in freediving, it was interesting for me a little bit to know about it more. Even for me, it was like, sorry for the word, but it's stupid idea. Why I go under the water with no tank? It's, you know, like. And then I meet Lotta and I meet Linda, and they been not so happy about the place which they been, and they asked me if they could come to my place and what they like to have, or which kind of food they wanted to have, and which kind of tourist, and they give me small information about the freedive. And then they come to my place few time, and I start to be not addicted, but I start to love to know what's going on under the water. And then one girl, let's call it Rahel, she's from Swedish as well. She asked me, Ali, what do you think about us? I say, it's true or lie? She said, yeah, I want to hear the truth. I say, stupid people. Yes, that's what I think. She said, why? Why you are going under the water with no tank? It's not a same feeling as you go with tank. Even I was trying the scuba dive before, and I was so happy about it. She say, dress out, and she get me a suit, and she took me to the Blue Hole. And first day, I went to 10 meter. And it was amazing feeling to touch the bottom weight and to have the bottom weight over my head. And it's also amazing, and it made me really addicted to freedive when I give my back to the Blue Hole or to the wall, the left wall, and I start to go down. Then my face to in the front of the coral, and I saw the coral going up. It was fantastic feeling. After this, I couldn't stop. And then, by luck, Lotta Ericson, she offered me that I could have a course, open water, for free. And they get me everything. I took the course with her, and it was amazing to train with the freediver and to know more about them and to see how they are together outside the water and in the water. For me, it was something fabulous that you got this kind of feeling like a family, supporting each other, giving information for free. They love to help each other. Everything is easy, like it's not people which they come for diving and hey, that's my quick man, don't touch my quick man or stuff like this. No, they are not like this. Like they offer to each other different quick man, and they share the information, they share the feeling, they support each other, they safety each other. And I learn from the freediver, if you start to trust your body, you start to go much more deeper. And meaning of trust, it's like you trust 100% the person which is diving with you. It's not so easy to get it. But with this kind of people, it's easy, because how they are outside the water or how they are under the water, it's amazing. Yeah, that's how it was like long time ago.
So, how long ago was this? When did you start? 2003, you said.
2003, start the freediver to come to my own place.
So it's almost 20 years already. But
something
how
like-
old are you? You look so young and handsome.
Thank you.
How's it possible?
43, and soon I will come 44.
So you were very young when you started
Yeah.
this. Yeah. So now we're in the new location. How long have you been here for?
In Blue Hall,
For
something like 22 years.
Yeah,
And
and-
Dahab, 23, 24 years.
But you had the older restaurant further up the beach. When did you change to this new location?
We changed after COVID-19, because first the government, they say it should be a space between each person like at least 1.5 meter after COVID-19. And when it was closed, and for 4.5 months, the Blue Hall. But then if I will be in my place, the old place, it was a little bit smaller, not the same size as here. And if I will have like between each person 1.5 meter, then I need it could be maximum 10 person or maximum 15 person they could sit in my place. And this area or this restaurant, it was like we make it as a supermarket, or like we try to give more information in this place about the Blue Hall, and we start to sell some food and some vegetable to all the restaurant in the Blue Hall. It means it was empty. But after this kind of situation, we removed to here, we build it as you see. And then all the freediver, they move after we move, and actually most of the freediver, or let's say 90% of the freediver now, they are more happy with this place more than the other, because it's much more light. It's little bit far from the Blue Hole, that's right, but also it's more quiet, not so noisy. Then they could do their own stretching, they could have their own time. Even here now, I could have my own shower, I could have a place for their quickman, I could have a place that they could wash their quickman, they dry it and stuff like this. It means the place here, it's like 3 times double size at over there, which would make me happy away from the noisy over there, because actually after COVID-19 start to be a lot of Egyptian. I didn't mean that the Egyptian, they are noisy, I'm one of them, but it's too much. And the problem is that the people, they come from Cairo, they know nothing about this area. They know nothing about the Blue Hole. It means they don't know what they could do here. And most of them, they can't swim. Most of them, they go with the life jacket and stuff like this. And it means they make a little bit noisy because they don't know. And they use the place in the wrong manner because they didn't get the right information about this. It means that it's always noisy over there. That's why it's much more nicer to be here.
Yeah, when you say it's a little bit far away from the Blue Hole, I mean, it's maybe 200 meters
It is
or
200.
so from the entrance to the Blue Hole, and we
Yeah.
can see it from where we're sitting here. And of course, I'll put some videos and pictures on the video so you can see what we mean. But I think you got lucky with this new location, because for our purposes, like you say, it's so big here, it's so spacious, it's light, it's windy, breezy, which is super important here. And and way quieter, because when those tourists come in around like 9-10 o'clock, they all head down that
Yeah.
way and leave us here. You know?
Actually, I feel after in the beginning I was really sad that I leave the place which I built it for 20 or 19 years. I was like I lose all my life. But when I moved to here and 1 week after this, I feel much more comfortable here.
Mhm.
It's much more nicer. It's much more quiet. It have a different feeling. I didn't mean my old place. It wasn't, but actually, it's not only about the place. It's about the people. The freediver in the old place, they make it alive and they make it nice. Here, when we move here, also all of us will make it in the same manner. It's the same people, same owner, or same waiter, or same cooker, and like all of us will create this. I think without you guys, it will have not the same feeling.
You excuse me. What is a really important part of this experience at Aqua Marina is the service that you offer to us to help make our training and coaching and teaching or whatever it is as easy as possible. So for example, we come in, we usually sit around quite lazy for 30 minutes, wait for somebody to put the surface line out. Usually it's the Koreans. Thank
I
you.
watch all of you when you do this.
Yeah, thank you, Korean guys. But they come at like 6:30, right?
Yeah,
So it's
yeah.
like they have to go first. But then, because now we are 200 meters from the blue hole, you also have this service where you take the buoys for us on a cart to the water, which is amazing and saves us, just that little bit of energy. You take our food order before we go in the water, so that when we come out, it's
Yeah.
getting ready for us almost straight away. And this one, the other thing I really love about this place is, and we talked about this before, is that you make the food that the person wants.
Yeah.
So you have a menu, of course, but you see that freedivers are kind of weird people, and they always have like some little thing that they don't eat, or they want to eat, or they can't have 3, they have to have 4, or they can't have green, they have to have red.
Yeah, like
whatever.
somebody I know, he needs 6 eggs in him.
Somebody needs 6 eggs in his sandwich, and that's called the Donny special.
Yeah, it is.
And has nothing to do with the Stefan special, for sure.
Stephen have something else.
Something completely different. You can't tell by looking at it, but it's completely different. But tell us a little bit about me, because I used to work in restaurants for 15 years. I was also sometimes managing the restaurant. If the customers were coming to me and asking me to make their own special meal every time, I would lose my shit. I would. So what is it like? Why do you do things this way?
Okay. Of course, I have a menu, and it's like fixing recipe with it. But when we want to work with a freediver, we know that we are a human. All of us, we are not the same. You like something, I didn't like it. And you want to be happy about your dive. And after you be happy about your dive and you're successful in it, you want to give a present to your body. And you know exactly what your body needs. And if you have a wish, and if I want to make you happy and to make from the beginning of the day until the end of the day, you have an amazing day, then I should get you exactly what you want. We try, like, you ask me about what you want, I will try to get you my advice, and then we meet in the middle. Whatever you want, I could make it for you. It make you happy, it make your body happy, and it make you come back. That if it's a part of a business. If I want to have the free dive in my area or in our place, of course I want to get him what they want to have. And it is not really difficult as the other people see. It's like, it's small, simple thing. It makes them really happy, for sure in the blue hole nobody serving sweet potatoes or moussaka or chicken choufan or boiling eggs or some kind of fresh soup or salad or
The
stuff
food,
like
the food
this.
here is really good.
Thank you.
I did not expect such good food in Egypt, to be honest, but actually here, because food is really important for a lot of us freedivers. A lot of the top athletes in the world are coming here and these are people who need to eat properly, and the fact that you provide this kind of food is amazing and is my favorite thing. And I also know I can say to you any day, I say, I change this or put this there, or today I feel like this, I don't feel like this. And for people who are watching and listening, it's extremely affordable as well. You know, I think to put it into context, coming here, because at first I was worried, like, oh, so to put my things here, I have to eat something here. So every time I come here, I have to pay some money, I have to buy something. You think, oh, I have to buy something, I have to eat something. But this is going to be the best food that I have in this town.
Thank you.
In the whole week. And I'm spending, 100 to maybe 200 pounds, which is still less than $10 US. So for for something that is affordable for everyday living and also healthy, that's really hard to find, and I really appreciate that.
Thank you, really thank you. And small thing I want to talk about it, you say that you bought your stuff here, or you have to eat something here, or you know that the human by himself, he hate the word that you have to. And if somebody asks me, can I put my stuff here, and I say that you have to eat or you have to drink, if he wants to eat, he will not going to eat. If he wants to drink, he will not going to drink, because he have the feeling before that he have to.
Yeah.
And because I'm already like this. And the thing which I like you give me my freedom, it mean if I'm going to the restaurant, I want to feel free. Or if I'm going to some place, I want to feel free. If I want to take some drink or some food or stuff like this, I didn't have to feel that somebody push me to do this. And that's what we're doing here. You have your own equipment. Of course, we have a space, I will not going to carry in my shoulder. I make a space for the Freedive that they could put their equipment. The people which they are here for 1 week or 2 weeks, they could have it here behind us, as you see. And the people which they are living here for a couple of months and they have their own equipment and they didn't want to travel with, we have a place inside that they could leave their stuff. And I'm not taking the money for this, or I'm not taking something from this, because as you want the people, they feel that their own place, of course they didn't have to pay for something like this. But most of the people, they just give a tips to the guide which in the buffet or in the kitchen, or to me, or like they didn't have to, but they do it,
Of course. And I don't want to give the impression that there's some rule here about eating or drinking, because there's not. And I also know if I came here tomorrow and I just I don't feel like having a coffee or even something to eat, it's not gonna make any difference.
No.
But the fact is, the food here is so good. Everyone's gonna be eating.
Of course. When you will see it, you will be hungry.
Sometimes when that food comes out, and I have my little Donny special sandwich, and then someone comes out with the chicken chauffin or something like that, and I look at it and I go, I wish I upgraded today. But it's also good. And like you say, people, you'll be able to see on the cameras that you have all the gear stored here for the coaches, for the schools, and for the individuals. You don't charge anything for it. There's lots of storage space here, and it just feels like home. So thank you for that.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
And also, Ida, she helped us, and they give us the machine for the heart.
Okay.
And most of the freediver, like most of the school, like Dahab freediver or Freedive Dahab or Brian School, or the other people, they get like oxygen and tank and some stuff to help the people. Even gas touchdown, he give like a lot of stuff if somebody have a problem for oxygen, or somebody have like like seasick, or some medicine for the people. Like they feel that it's their own place. It means like when they feel that something happened to them and they could feel that they are at home, they bring some stuff like for the other people, and nobody charge for this.
Yeah, it's great. Everything is here. It's since the accident with Steve, I think the defibrillator has been here, and there's a whole bunch of oxygen back there and everything else that you need. How has it since you've been here for 20 years and you've seen a good 15 or more years of the freediving world grow, what are the biggest changes that you've seen here at the Blue Hole?
biggest
Or has
change.
or is it not changing as much?
No, it changed for the big amount of people, which they start to be like, start with not from now, from long time ago. Each year it's grown up really quick. A lot of people they are interesting to be in freediving family, and but what I recognize last 2 years, it been more and more Egyptian inside, Korean and China, and this kind a lot. Before it was like German and Swedish and Italian and Russian and but now more Egyptian being in, which it make me happy a little bit. At least it give to my own country information about it. The only thing which I wish that it will happen, that the free dive it been exist in Egypt, because after all that long time, after all the competition what it happened here in the Blue Hole or in Sharm el Sheikh, free dive is not exist in Egypt. I wish that it will be exist. I wish that it will be like normal sport, like the government respected. Then we could do more competition. We could create more stuff for the free dive, because as I know that now as the free dive grown up, it's a lot of people they been deeper and deeper. And outside the Blue Hole, it's a deep place, but they need to have like proper stuff in it, like shamandura or stuff to hang their buoy and stuff like this.
Like
and
a mooring or something like that. Yeah.
And that it need like the government they give a permission for this. And if we ask for a permission, they say, come on, free dive is not exist in Egypt. How do we come to give a permission to make something for a free dive which we didn't respect yet? That's what I wish from our government. They could do this, at least to make this kind of sport more grown up.
Yeah, it's the Egyptian government is maybe not the most efficient.
What does it mean?
Mean like fast and easy to work towards something. It's not so easy to get that kind of thing.
Or maybe not so much Egyptian. They've been already in this kind of sport. It means they didn't know enough about it. And even we make like a meeting with National Park, the high position, to go with some of the free dive to handle it or to see what's going on. But it was a competition coming after our talking, and then after the competition, everyone doing his own way, and then like we didn't fall of the way. But I wish that it will be soon that we have this kind of meeting again, and they know more about it.
Yeah, right now it's still a little bit of a difficult time because we don't really know what's going to happen with COVID and with the war and everything like this. So maybe now is just a good time to have a rest, because maybe next year things really get busy again. And you don't as good as it is to see freediving grow as a sport. We're in a very special natural location here, and as you've seen with the beach cleanup that we did here, cleaning up the trash from the Blue Hole and around the Blue Hole, which was quite crazy actually how much we picked up, and I'm sure we could do the same again today. It's you also have to, I think you will agree that we also want to be careful here, not to focus too much on the business and the money and the increasing the number of tourists and this kind of thing, because this is a sensitive area and we need to look after it and not put too much pressure on it, right?
That's true. And like as the free diver, not only the free diver and the scuba dive and the tourists which they are living in Dahab, before they was making like 1 day a week to clean the beach, or to do something for the nature, or to pick up, or they go dive and they pick up the plastic bag and stuff like this. It helped really a lot. But you know what, it helped much more? To make a meeting with kids and with the old people, and to give them information, to teach them how to save the nature. It need like not only to pick the rubbish, but to teach the people not to throw rubbish. It is not so easy and it will take time, but we have to start now, or we have to start from yesterday.
Yeah, from yesterday. Yeah, and that's really important what you say. And definitely when I come back to Dahab, I really want to be involved in some initiative like this to, especially on the education side, because I've seen how valuable this is in other communities. But the nice thing about the blue hole is that there's only one entrance.
Yeah.
So it's everything is between the water and the mountains. So actually, if you have people here once a week or twice a month to clean, it's actually quite easy to clean around here and quite easy to control. And even in Dahab itself, it's like an island. Dahab is like an island in the desert. So it's like a small enclosed area that, not enclosed, but a small contained area that it would be a good example to show people how we can work together to keep an area clean and healthy. But like you say, it has to go to the young ones and to the older ones. Yeah.
Yeah, but you know, last few months, the government, they work really hard for this, and they start to clean Dahab in a good way. And also, it is now 3 people in the blue hole. They come every day. They clean the beach. They clean the background. But they are working every day. What does it mean if they are working every day? It means the people, they throw trash every day. It means that we have to teach the people not to throw a trash or not to throw a plastic bag or not to throw a bottle or tissue or stuff like this in the ground. Even each restaurant, they have a basket in the front of them that for the people to put the rubbish in it. But still, some people, they have not this kind of understanding.
Yeah, it's some people don't understand. For some people, it's completely normal to throw trash on the ground. Like we were going back to Dahab a few days ago, and we actually saw the tour bus was stopped on the side of the road, and they let the window down, and everyone just threw their trash out the window. And you know, for many people, this is craziness. But
it is crazy.
It's happening is that for those people, it's not crazy. It's just normal. And I remember when I was a kid, back in Scotland, and 30 years ago, we used to also eat some candy, and we just threw the trash on the ground. That was completely normal because we didn't know any other way. And then at some point we started with the campaign on the TV to put everything in the trash can, and they actually put new trash cans all across the country, these like black and gold trash cans, and then everyone started to do it, and now it's normal. So it just takes some time.
It takes time, but like these kind of people, they have to learn. Somebody have to show them the way. Somebody have to give like a rule, and each one have to walk in the rule. Like if somebody throws something, he have to pay this money. And actually, human, when he know that he have to pay something, he will care about it.
Yeah, the fine helps. The fine helps a lot. Yeah. You also have your business partner, who's
Yes,
Muhammad,
my
who's
brother.
the more in the background, in the food side of.
Actually, he's the
things.
cooker. He's the one who teach all of us how to cook.
Right.
Actually, he's the thinking mind. It means he's thinking about a lot of stuff, and he create a lot of stuff. Like for example, the most famous specialty what we do, it was his idea, and I try to copy him, and I put some different stuff, and I call it different thing. But still, specialty, it's his way.
Anyone who's coming to Aqua Marina is gonna find out about specialty pretty soon. Yeah.
He loves to cook. That's why he's always in the kitchen. He's an amazing guy. It was his idea to have a restaurant in the Blue Hole. We've been working together before we have a restaurant, and we was having travel agency. And because he loved to cook, he loved to have a restaurant in the Blue Hole. That's why we are here now. He's an amazing person. I knew him since 24 years or 23 years. And he's much more than my brother. I didn't see my really brother, since let's say 3 months or 4 months or even more.
We don't have him. We don't have him here today, but we'll find
So,
him and
yeah.
we'll get some pictures.
We'll grab him up tomorrow.
So you also have a new place now as well, right? So
Yeah.
you have a place in Dahab. I've been there. It seems a little bit more like it's gonna be maybe more geared towards locals.
Yeah, it
the
is.
new place, yeah.
Because actually we try to make Oriental food. He, as I told you, Muhammad loved to make food, loved to make really Oriental food. And to be serious with you, Blue Hole, it's nice, and it's nice place that you could live in it, and you could also earn some money from it. But as we see what's happening in the COVID-19, it's like a hard point in our life.
Yeah.
And we was having only a restaurant in the Blue Hall, and it was shut down. It was like closed for 4.5 months. And other place in Dahab, it was working. It was like, and we didn't want that it will happen again. Then we want to be in balance. We want to be in the city, and we want to be in the Blue Hall as well. And then we create the place. We buy a place from the government, and we open it as a restaurant to sell Oriental food. And we try to mix Oriental but healthy, because our Oriental food, it's like little bit butter and oil and stuff like this. But we wanted to have the freediver there as well, like we mix between, like, to make Oriental food, but to make it more in a healthy way.
You got to take that vegetable oil out. So yeah, if you're in Dahab, check out is it also called Aqua Marina?
Aqua Marina City.
Easy,
or Aqua Marina Dahab.
Of course, I'll put links to all this in the show notes and the video. So before we finish up, who are there any people that you would like to thank, like down through the years? Obviously, Lotta and Linda were,
Actually,
important
that
for
it's this kind of school, that how that the only people would they show me the Freedive, and it was the only place in Dahab, and they try to, or they did teach me a lot of stuff. At least they give me a course, and they show me what it is under the water, and they make me love this kind of sport, which it make me in this position now. And I want to thank all the Freedive. They show me what does it mean a family, which it doesn't come from a family. It's like, it's not my brother, but he is. Actually, the Freedive, they teach me a lot, all of you. And I want to thank all the Freedive all over the world. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you for taking the time to.
Thank you. It was my pleasure, sir.
I only have one more week here in Dahab, but I'll be coming back soon. And when I come back, this will be the first place that I come.
Thank you.